For the moment the checkered flag goes down in Australia, the first Grand Prix of 1997. And no team has been working harder than the Arrows. Say hello to the Arrows Yamaha A18. The Arrows team has gone through a bit of a revolution in recent months. A new car, a new team, and a new driver. And if you could have any driver in the world, you could do no better than the reigning world champion and the 1996 BBC Sports Personality of the Year, Damon Hill. Here he comes through the smoke. What an entrance. Damon, welcome to Blue Peter.
Thank you.
It's really nice to have you here. Great privilege. We'll chat in just a second, but first fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight as we take you for a quick spin round the Damon Hill circuit.
Damon was born in London in 1960, the son of the legendary world champion Graham Hill. That's a young Damon at Buckingham Palace just after his dad got an OBE from the Queen. Graham Hill became world champion twice, in 1962 and 1968. Most people expected Damon to follow in his father's footsteps, but Damon was more interested in motorbikes. In fact, his first job was as a motorbike courier. But it wasn't long before he made the switch to four wheels.
Up at the front, it's Damon Hill.
Damon proved himself a fine driver as he worked his way through the ranks of Formula Ford, Formula 3 and Formula 3000.
And it's going to be Damon Hill who wins this 11th round of the British Formula 3 Championship.
In 1991, he became the official test driver for the Williams Formula 1 team. 2 years later, he became one of their race drivers, finishing third in the overall championship. In 1994, Michael Schumacher beat Damon to the championship by only 1 point, and he lost out again in 1995. But 1996 was his year. Damon Hill clinched the world title at the final Grand Prix of the season in Japan.
Yeah, it was an incredible year, wasn't it? 8 Grand Prix and then the Drivers' Championship. You must have been so proud.
I was ecstatic because the season was so exciting and it came down to the very last race, so the tension was enormous.
Absolute nail-biting stuff. Damon certainly likes a bit of a challenge. After Damon left the Williams team, he joined Arrows and helped them launch their new car at the Autosport International show. Damon and his teammate Pedro Dines have been test driving to perfect the car's performance. So how do you feel about this move to Arrows?
Well, I'm very excited because the whole project is very new and we're bringing together all the best elements of about 3 or 4 teams. And I'm looking forward to an exciting season. There's a lot of work to do. I'm not going to win as many races probably, but we can still win 1 or 2.
Now, as I say, you've been testing this new car out, haven't you? But how does it differ to the sort of car that your dad drove?
Well, it's very different in many ways. There's no downforce, there's no wings on the car, and the tyres in those days were very, very skinny, and the car slid around a lot, as you could see from that picture there. And they were much more basic, they're much less technical than they are today.
It's a bit different to this car here, isn't it? I mean, this is beautiful.
Well, this is the car that I'll be driving this year, and the basic area that I sit in, the thing that is made, the car is actually made of plastic, and they put it into an oven and cook it for about 2 days to make it really, really hard and extra strong, and that forms the main structure of the car.
Well, that's brilliant, didn't know that. And also, it's all becoming computerised now, isn't it? How does that work?
Well, the computer controls all the engine functions and the gearbox functions, but fortunately it doesn't control the driver functions, which means that I've got a job. Otherwise, if there was a computer doing it, then they wouldn't need me. Yeah,
absolutely. And we do need you, Damon. We do need you. We need you to stick around as well. Now, new boss, new car, new team. How do you think you're going to do?
I'm very, very optimistic. I think there's a lot of work to do, as I said, but we're looking forward to a successful season.
Good. Well, best of luck. As I say, stick around. We'll see you a bit later on in the programme.
Absolutely, I'm going to be picking his brains later for some racing tips as well. But one racetrack where Damon's father was champion.
These celebrations go back over 100 years, marking the end of the Yuletide period for the Shetlands. It's a spectacular, world-famous event, and preparations for it have been taking place since October. Building the galley started in November. The boat is modelled on the old Viking longship.